Hi, this is Joanne Marie Rumford, and today is Saturday, December 30th, 2017, and this is my food for thought quotations marks uh, video. And my food for thought for today is my parents were married at St. Mary's of Redford on August 2nd, 1952, in Detroit, Michigan, and I was christened there, being born on January 5th, 1954, in Detroit, Michigan. Even though Dad was Protestant, my mom was Catholic, they believed in God. And I like to show you my Bible that I received, and I asked for Christmas one year when I was a child, and it has the date in here of the Christmas. I asked for a Bible, and the date of the Bible, the date of that was given to me from Mom and Dad was December 24th, 1967. And here's the Bible, Catholic Bible, Holy Bible. And then when you open it up, it has the Ten Commandments. And then next page, it says, presented to Joanne Marie Rumford, 1967. I was 13 years old, by mother and father, date December 24th, 1967. And this is the family record. And today is, like I said, it's been all those years. Today is Saturday, December 30th, 2017. Here's the family record. And when I wrote back when I was a child, or I can't remember exactly when I wrote it because my handwriting is kind of different back then, in blue ink. It has our family tree, and I had put on there wife's family, because I figured if I were to be married, then it would be under wife's family. So it'd be my dad, Joseph Rumford, born in Galt, Ontario, Canada. Mom, Vera Stanley, that's her maiden name, Stanley, born in Dublin, Ireland, April 30th, 1920. And then brothers and sisters, Debbie, my sister, and Doug, my brother. That's my dad's first marriage, his son, Doug. Um, uh, we have different moms. Um, and then grandparents, Fred Rumford. I haven't completed this at all, as you can tell, because it's kind of more blank than it is anything. I didn't put anything in when I got married in 1977. Then it has children. I have no children of my own. Um, I had an abortion in 1985. I think I was 31 years old. I was born 1954, January 5th. Like I said, January 5th, 1954, in Detroit, Michigan. And then it has death. And then, let's see, I can't, it's crooked. Deaths, I have Dad in here, passing away, and his dad, name, Fred Rumford. It says died 1934. I don't think I have a record of that. I'll have to check. But Dad died on October 31st, 1990, um, and is in Beechwood Cemetery in Forest, Ontario, Canada. Um, and I don't have Mom in there yet because I haven't completed my writing in the book. But she passed away on August um, 3rd, 2015, in Ontario, Canada. She passed away in London, Ontario, and so did my dad. And they're from Detroit, Michigan. Well, they raised us, my sister and I, in Detroit, Michigan, where we went to school. In the 1950s, I went. In 1960s, my sister went. She was born in 57, so she went in 1960s. In 1970s, she graduated, and I graduated in 1970s in Detroit, Michigan public schools. And then here's another page. Has the St. Joseph, our model and patron. St. Joseph New Catholic Edition of the Holy Bible. Now, when I was christened at St. Mary's the Redford in Detroit, Michigan, Catholic Church, when I was born right after I was born in 1954 on January 5th, my parents were married there, and like I said, in August 2nd, 1952, and at St. Mary's of Redford. And Mother of Our Savior, it was right 1962. I made my first Holy Communion. I was 8 years old. So let me figure that out. I have a picture of my first Holy Communion. Now, I made my first Holy Communion. On back here, I wrote on here, first Holy Communion, 1962. This picture I sent, I was giving the Bible to my niece, Tara Stewart Bridger, and she has my dad's Bible he got after he passed away. My mom got from where he worked at Chrysler. It was a Bible that they gave her after he died. And this is my communion. And my niece Tara took that Bible, and she said, "No, I don't want to take your Bible." So that's why I have her name on here, to Tara Stewart Bridger, because I was going to give her my Bible, but she took the Memorial Bible for when my dad died. He got from Chrysler Corporation, where he worked for about 40 years as a factory worker. And this is my first Holy Communion, 1962. Yeah, that's right, 62. So I was born 54. So I was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I was 8 years old. And here's my mom, and she made her first Holy Communion in 1928 in Dublin, Ireland. She was born April 30th, 1920. And there again, I put on there to Tara Stewart Bridger from Aunt Joanne Rumford. January 5th, 2013 is when I was going to give her my Bible. And then her sister, Victoria Stewart Walker, would get one of the Bibles. So since my niece Victoria, or Tara, has Dad's Memorial Bible that he got from Chrysler after he passed away, my mom got it. I'm going to give this Bible to my niece Victoria. Okay, so I'll have to make another 2 prints for put in the Bible to give to my niece Victoria Tori for short, Stewart Walker. Her married name Walker, and Tara Stewart Bridger, that's her married name Bridger. Okay, so it was 1962, and I believe that is when the Vatican II formed. Vatican II. This Bible here is Cardinal. If you look real close, it's Cardinal Francis Cardinal Spellman, and it's dated November 1st, 1961. Francis Cardinal Spellman. I don't know why they say Cardinal Spell. Is that because he's a cardinal? No, it says he was Archbishop of New York. and that's in another pages of the Bible. This copyright Bible is a new edition, 1962. Catholic Book Publishing Company, New York. Copyright 1957, 1962, United States and Canada. Printed and bound in USA. Okay, so in the back of the book is photos and maps of the Holy Land. Of the Holy Land. And here's some photos. Read it. And page numbers below. Here's some more pictures. I believe there's more pictures. Well, there's quite a bit of pictures, so I'm not going to show all of them. But because there's quite a few. And here is some of the maps. Okay. And well, that map was those two maps were Armenia, Azaria, etc. And then the other map was Shannon. On the bottom, here's another maps. Show all the maps. The 12 tribes of Shannon. So David and Solomon, Judah and Israel. Shannon is divided by Joshua to the 12 tribes. And the kingdom of Judah and Israel and the empire of David and Solomon. Here's Palestine and Jerusalem. There's the page numbers. Page 293, 298 and 299. Okay, and here is the last map. Yeah. And this is the Journeys of St. Paul. Journeys of St. Paul. I don't know what this is. It says magnificent editions that belong in every Catholic home. And here is the Beatitudes. Beatitudes. And let's see, the beginning of the book, the 10 Commandments I showed already. Okay, and that's my Bible. So Victoria, this is your Bible. Whenever I get a chance to give it to you, it'll get to you somehow or other if I don't give it to you right away, because I want to fill in some of the information in the family record to bring it up to date, because this is going back to 1967 when I got the Bible as a Christmas gift. I had asked Mom and Dad what I wanted for Christmas was a Bible. They had given me a nun doll at one time. I'm not sure if it was I don't think it was the same year. I think it was a little bit younger, a nun doll in her habit, and it was a beautiful doll. Okay, I think I have a picture of Dad. here's mom. This was taken. It doesn't have anything on the back of the picture. This is the original photo. I believe this was in England. I don't think it was the Detroit when she came in. She flew over from England. Her brother Robert Stanley got her airline ticket, and she flew over in 1949, where she stayed until about 1980 when we went. Mom and I went back to see her sister and brother, two brothers, Robert and Benny, and three brothers, and Robert, Benny, and Jack. Yeah, and her sister Aunt Maureen, my Aunt Maureen, in 1980. She went back with my sister and my sister's husband, my sister Debbie and her husband Dale Hughes. In 2004, her sister was still living, but her brother um, Jack had passed away, and so had Benny was still alive. They went to visit her. Benny and Robert flew took the boat over from England to London, from London, England to um, Dublin, Ireland, to see Mom when she was there with her sister and her brother Jack. And this was either in England. I don't think it was in Detroit. It's got a heart shape, so I don't remember Mom saying where exactly it was, but I always thought it was in England because she was there during the entire World War II. She went over at 19 years of age. And here's our mom and dad's 25th uh, professional photo taken in Thetford, Ontario, Canada, of my sister over here. That's me, and that's my dad, my mom. And that was taken in 1977. It was their 25th wedding anniversary. And here's a close-up of a crop photo. It was their wedding anniversary was August 2nd, 1977. And here is Dad on August 28th, 1990, when about a month before he passed away. Oh, let's see, he passed away October 31st, so that he was just got out of the first time of the hospital in London, Ontario. And this is at our cottage at White Cliffs Cottage, Upper Wash Beach on Lake Huron in Ontario, Canada, by Forest, Ontario, Canada, where his family lived. Had family still living there. And this is my brother. His name is Doug. We call him. His mom used to call him Dougie, and his name is Joseph Douglas Rumford Jr. And this is my dad, Joseph Douglas Rumford Sr. Dad was pretty frail there, and he passed away on October 31st, 1990. And this photo was taken. I took this photo August 28, 1990. It's funny how you see things in photographs later that you don't notice when you're taking the photo, or there's a shovel right here. They did a lot. Mom and Dad did a lot of work around the cottage. Matter of fact, before Dad died, we had a new roof put on the cottage. I don't think the roof had been replaced for many years, over 20 years. They got the cottage. They bought the cottage. Mom and Dad bought the cottage in the 1960s. And then Doug bought his cottage in Port French, which is north off of Highway 21 Highway 21, Port Franks. His cottage was there. Our cottage is still there, but my brother's has sold his cottage. I don't know if they fixed it up or if they replaced it and putting another cottage there, but his cottage was in Port Franks. And his partner, Lee Perso and him both owned the cottage in Port Franks. And I believe 1989 is when Lee Perso passed away. I think is what I went to the funeral with Mom and Dad, and I remember the funeral was in Troy, Michigan. where my brother still lives in Troy, Michigan, the same house they lived in. Okay, so that's my dad and brother. It's my half brother. His mom was Madge. Is it Kinney or McKinney? I think it's Madge McKinney was his mother's last name. Her first name was Madge. And she had married 2 more times. Doug said that he has another sister by another marriage of hers, that he said that she's passed on. I never met her. I didn't even know that until not too long ago that Doug told me that he had another sister. I think that's the only sibling he has other than my sister and I. But she had married 2 more times after my dad, and mom was only married to my dad, and like I said, they married in Detroit, Michigan, and I believe they met at Brown's Bar, is what I understand. Brown's Bar in Detroit, Michigan. I don't know if they were introduced or they just happened to meet each other there. Mom worked in a factory, Knight's factory. It was mostly can't think of the name. I think it was called the Knights Company or something in Detroit. It wasn't like it was like a factory, but I don't know. I think it was car parts. I think it was on 8 Mile in Detroit, 8 Mile Road, where she worked. And then when she got pregnant with me, she had to leave. Um, but she tried to get unemployment. She said, could she clean the plant up like by pushing a broom till she only had 1 week and she would have been eligible for unemployment, and they wouldn't keep her on that 1 week, so she wasn't able to get unemployment. And then she never returned to work after I was born. And then my sister was born 1957 on February 5th, 1957, and I was born January 5th, 1954. And our brother was born September 14th, 1936. And all three of us were born in Detroit, Michigan. Okay, that's it. And I should be putting that information in my Bible here. If I don't, maybe Victoria can later. So, anyways, Happy New Year. It's coming up. Today is Saturday, December 30th, 2017. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve, December 31st, 2017. And then Monday is the first of the year, January 1st, 2018. So hopefully everyone will have a blessed New Year's. Christmas was really nice. I still have family coming for Christmas. My niece Victoria and her husband Scott and their children William and Clara were here already, and then my sister came afterwards with her husband Dale. Debbie and Dale came to visit for Christmas, and now my niece Tara and her husband Daryl and their children Avalon, Lachlan, and Quinn will be coming. They said sometime next week, so maybe it'll be my birthday's on Friday. So, anyways, it was a beautiful Christmas. It's sunny out today. The weather is really nice. It's cold. It's been really cold. We had almost like a polar vortex that we had in 2013, 2014, the winter then, where the wind chill was like 30 below. It was really cold. And I live in Port Erie, Michigan. And today is Saturday, December 30th, 2017. So have a nice weekend, a nice holiday. The holiday's not over with. We're celebrating New Year's, so having a good year ahead and the years in the future. Bye for now. Joanne Marie Rumford signing off. Oh, my married name is Toucher, Taucher. And I'm no longer, my husband had passed away in 1995. in May, the month he was born, the same in the month we were married too, different years, of course. But he passed away in 1985. Uh, 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 Richard Joseph Toucher, and we were married May 8th, on Mother's Day, May 8th, 1977, in Las Vegas, Nevada. Um, and I moved back with my parents in 1983 or 84 into their place. Their cottage converted into a house on Lake Huron at White Cliffs Cottage in 1983 or 1984. I came back from we lived in Clearwater, Florida, and we had to leave our house, went for bankruptcy, and we moved into an apartment in Dunedin, it's in Pinellas County, Florida. So I think it was close by. It's Clearwater where we moved in the apartment. So he stayed, and I moved back home to my parents. I tried to live about 3 months in Detroit when I came back with some of my furniture and stuff, and I just couldn't do it. Living on my own again after being separated from my husband, so I had to move in with my parents, and I lived with them in Canada on the beach, April Wash Beach, for 10 years. Came back to the States in 1994, and I moved in my apartment here in 1995, and I've been living here in Port Huron since 1994, in my apartment here since 1995. So that's a lot of years, and I'll be 64 next Friday. So that's a story, um, and if I forget anything, I'll probably do another video. If not, then I've kind of covered a lot today. So don't know how many minutes this is going on. Doesn't say anything here. Oh, 27 minutes. So it's close to half an hour. So I think this is the longest video that I've ever done. So I'll say goodbye for now.